put it a little too close for comfort. That felt good. Dang, that feels good. Big win. Big win.
Broncos on a miracle-blocked field goal to remain 9-0 on the season. Both teams went scoreless in the first, but the Broncos got on the board first with this touchdown to Devon Vele early in the second. A Butker field goal gave KC their first points, and Denver took a 14-3 lead as Cortland Sutton got behind McDuffie and Bo Nix threw a perfect pass for the 32-yard score. The Chiefs went for it on 4th and goal next, though, and Travis Kelce's touchdown made it 14-10 at the half. KC then proceeded to shut Denver out in the second half as the defense went insane. Butker hit another 2 field goals, both in the red zone. The second one had me sick to my stomach as Mahomes missed a wide-open Kelce on 3rd and goal, but the second Butker kick did have the Chiefs up to 16-14 with 6 minutes to go. The Donkeys put together their best drive of the half, milking the clock and setting up a 35-yard chip shot with 1 second left. But Leo Chanel, the man who blocked an extra point in Super Bowl 58, barreled through the line and blocked Will Lutz's kick as the fans at Arrowhead and myself went absolutely crazy. Kick is up. It's blocked! Oh my God! The Chiefs survived the Broncos on a miracle-blocked field goal to remain 9-0.
So, yeah, there's a lot of great teams out there. You got the Buffalo Bills, you got the Philadelphia Eagles, you got the Baltimore Ravens. They're doing good. But, but when it comes to these two particular teams, the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs, of how they're winning games and also how they're beating opponents, I know you probably see that the NFL might likely want to see this particular Super Bowl matchup, or maybe like a Baltimore Ravens or San Francisco, those teams too. But these two teams, they're really, really like seeing the eyeballs of, hey, these might be a potential Super Bowl matchups, and these two teams are legitimately like the top, 1A or 1B of the best teams in the NFL. So go ahead, Ronnie, on your take with the Kansas City Chiefs and Detroit Lions, how are they winning? Do you see these teams being one of the top teams in the NFL? And also, can you see these two teams be a potential Super Bowl matchup when it comes to New Orleans in 2025?
I'm not gonna lie, Detroit game. It was a really rocky game. You already spoke about going to the first half. How pretty much Goff did a lot of turnover with 5 interceptions, which is not good for him, especially for that team when you got that awesome, powerful weapon. You guys are just well-rounded, well-coaching staff. It's just amazing, especially with Dan Campbell. I hope I'm saying his last name right, but I might be saying it wrong. But Dan he's just amazing as a coach. So I see y'all going far. Like I told you, I predict you guys are gonna be Detroit versus the 49ers at the end, and I think y'all may be able to beat the 49ers just because of how they performed yesterday when I saw how they did against Tampa Bay. Wasn't too pleased about that. That was just an embarrassment. I don't know what's going on with the 49ers when it comes to the scores and stuff. But this is not about the 49ers. This is about Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions did an amazing job, came back, could have lost against Houston, especially when Houston got that strong defense that came back and won it with a field goal. I'm proud of you guys. I do see you guys going far. At first, I thought y'all going to get knocked down the first round. I don't think so. I think at the end, it's going to be 49 versus Detroit, and Detroit might just knock the 49ers out because I don't know what's going on with the 49ers right now. Now, when it comes to the Chiefs, I'm not going to lie, Jordan. I expected them to lose that game. I'm not going to lie to you. Everybody in the whole Monday felt that the Broncos got robbed because the simple fact is the kicker on the Broncos never missed a field goal the whole season. Now, all of a sudden, he did a bad performance. Like his feet went the opposite way, and that way he was able to block it. Normally, that normally doesn't happen with the Broncos team. So for that to happen like that, man, I feel like the Broncos got robbed. I think they was gonna be the one that I personally believe they was gonna be the one to end the Chiefs on perfect streak right now. But if the Broncos not able to do it, now keep in mind, Chiefs play Bills this coming week. If the Bills don't do it, they're gonna be undefeated. I'm just sorry. I seen them going to the Super Bowl again. I don't see nobody beating them. Now, don't get me wrong, Pittsburgh is doing their thing right now. I'm glad out of the way Pittsburgh is going, but man, Big Red, man, I ain't got no other words to say. Hakeem spoke about last week. They going for GOAT. Patrick Mahomes trying to go for GOAT status.
You already know.
Go ahead, Hakeem, your commentary.
Oh man, you spoke it well for me, man. All I'm gonna say, this is Kansas City's Chief Nation. Pat Mahomes all the way. That's all I gotta say.
When it comes to the Kansas City,
Hello?
No, he froze. Hold on, he'll be back. Give him 1 second.
can you hear me clear?
Yeah,
Okay,
much
I
better.
lost connections. Yeah, going back to the Kansas City Chiefs. Can I see them go undefeated? Yeah, but to me, I think them doing a three-peat means much more of them going undefeated. So I could see, let's say they win 15 or 15 games, something like that. I could see them, sitting down Patrick Mahomes for 2 games because I could see them, not really focused on the undefeated season, but really focused on more of the three-peat because, even though an undefeated season will be nice, but getting undefeated means, going for a three-peat is everything because no NFL team has done it and everything. And how they win in these games, which I agree with you, Ronnie. The Denver, they look like a better team at that time, and they do play. And also, Ronnie, they do play Denver again later in the season too, so they might could beat them. So, how I see Kansas City Chiefs, they definitely gonna be the number one seed, so they definitely gonna get their bye, and also, they got the DeAndre Hopkins from Tennessee, so they try to implement that. They should get their running back later on. Isaiah Pacheco, he should come back. And also Marquise Brown, which they saw earlier this year, who was hurt because he had like a leg injury, something like that. He should come back later this year. So right now, that offense not looking so well. But I think towards December, and the offense really start clicking because Patrick Mahomes hasn't been Patrick Mahomes this year as we guys know, he hasn't been Patrick Mahomes. So he's been having a low year, but still they're undefeated because of how good their defense is. So if their offense could be clicking, yeah, they definitely go to the Super Bowl. I see Baltimore giving them a tough time. I also see Pittsburgh giving them a tough time because Pittsburgh defense is really, really good. And also Russell Wilson, he's looking very, very good as well. So I can't dismiss that. But the Kansas City Chiefs right now, how their defense is, how majority of their defense is winning games, it's hard not to go to the Super Bowl. It's hard not to. But you got the Bills, you got the Ravens, you got Pittsburgh to see if they can stop them. But we'll see. Detroit Lions, it just shows to me,
He froze again.
the first half, time they really, really did. How well I know about Detroit Lions, Detroit Lions, you got to play as 4 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
You might dominate the first half or the second half. Let's see if your team beat that dominant team. And it's in the second half, Houston, it wasn't that dominant team because they couldn't score no points. They didn't score no points in the second half because our defense stepped up. Offense, we started running the ball a little bit more with, Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery. And, we kept punching in, kept scoring some points until at the last second, we hit a field goal, we won the game. So, for me as a Detroit Lions fan, is to see like how games like this we usually lose. And just to see that how Jared Goff looks so bad doing 5 interceptions, but we still won the game, it just shows how good team we are. So if we can really lock that number 1 seed, which I think we can, Minnesota, they're right behind us. They're 7-2, so they're literally right. But we do have, but we did beat them earlier in the game, so we do have like a 1-game advantage against them. But as long as we like that number 1 seed, I don't see nobody beating us at a home game, and eventually we go to the Super Bowl. So, can we see a potential matchup with the Kansas City and the Detroit Lions? Absolutely. And that's going to do numbers. When it comes to views, oh man, that's going to do numbers. But like I said, it could be a potential matchup, but we'll wait and see. But the Kansas City Chiefs and Detroit Lions, they're definitely one of the top teams in the NFL. And let's see, and we might see a potential Super Bowl matchup in February next year. So we'll see about that.
You never know. Not only that, but shout out to this a viewer that watched our show. He wanted me to ask you guys a personal question. You and Hakeem. Is it related to sports? Do you see in the next 5 years the quarterback will be all black players? Do you see that in the next 5 years in the NFL?
For me, no. You'll see more. I say you'll see more, but I don't. Like I said, for 32 teams, actually, I'll tell you this: half the league is the quarterbacks are black. half the league, about 14 out of 31, 32 teams are black. Can I see more black quarterbacks? Absolutely, but not 100%. I don't see that. What you think, Hakeem?
Nah, I don't say it. I want I like me a Joe Montana white boy. Or Eli Manning.
I came out that you pro-black.
I love my quarterback, Jared Goff. He's a
I
white boy.
I am pro-black, but that doesn't mean I don't like white boy quarterbacks.
I'm not gonna lie, I do see it happening because I see more black quarterback are taking over and they becoming more and more talented. Now, don't get me wrong, it won't fully take control, but the percentage of white quarterback are starting to go down just a little bit more. Think about it. If you look at the team overall, there's more black players than white players on the team. If we really do look at it.
Yeah,
I gotta look at the stats again. Go ahead, Jordan.
What I really want to see is I want to see more black coaches coaching in the NFL because
that's good. Hold on, wait till he comes back. Wait, give him a few seconds. Hey, now that, but shout out to you, James, for giving us that question. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, my bad, folks. I lost connection again. Yeah, for me, to me, the quarterback problem is not a problem because half of the league is black quarterbacks. But when it comes to coaches, I want to see more black coaches come to the NFL. It's only maybe 3 or 4 or 5 of them. If we could get at least half of them, half of our black coaches in the coaching, I'll be happy about that. So for me personally, I'd like to see more black coaches coaching in the NFL.
Nice. But shout out to Eugene once again for asking us that question. As you can see, hopefully when you rewatch the show, you'll see that we asked you a question, big dog. Now that, but guys, if you ever want us to review any form of content, hit us up on IG. Don't be afraid. Facebook, Instagram, our email is in the description. So go ahead, hit us up, and we'll review any content y'all want us to review. Why High is also in the building. Why High said them boys will get the top 5 pick in the draft. I don't know, big dog. I don't know, man. The Cowboys, y'all trash. I'm disappointed in the Cowboys. I'm really
top 5 pick, Hakeem, because remember, Dak Prescott, he's gone for the year because he got a hamstring injury, so he got to get surgery.
I know he's out. Now that, but shout out to the lovely Bobby Bryant.